Hey, good morning. So Friday I recorded a message. My latest message is it's called Purposeful, and obviously it's on purpose, explaining what purpose is, how do we find it, how do we find our specific purpose, and some more good stuff. And I got a demonstration in there. I'm excited about. I think it's a good message. It's actually, when I sat down to write it, I noticed that it's more than just one message. So it's going to be a series. So my next few messages will be a part of this series. So I'm starting with purpose. You're going through that, and then we'll the next message will be I'll record it next month. It'll be on gifts and abilities. How do we find our gifts? How do we use them? What do we have them for? Then I'm going to free will versus destiny, and then maybe there'll be another one afterwards. But they seem like they're not related, but when you hear the messages, they are, and so I think these are foundation messages. So I want to have some clarity on certain topics like these. So I call it these core foundation messages, right? Because later on in the year, I'm getting into some heavy stuff, but it's good stuff, like good messages. I want to get into some real good stuff, but I need something to I want people to have a good amount of clarity and understanding before I lay this heavy stuff down. So this is like the foundation that I'm gonna lay the later messages on later on in the year, second half of the year. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But no, I got on a topic. And I normally don't even do this. Like I don't share anything from the message before it's released, like before I upload it, just because I don't like to be I like to have a part of my messages be unexpected, like something like like I don't like to be predictable, so and then I think people tune out when they can predict the punch or if when they know what's coming, like in a movie. If you know what's coming, it lose it impact, and it just I like to keep that mystery about it. But I'm not giving all the messaging right now, but it was a part that I got on, or that I start with, a part that I start the message with, about worship. And since that's not like the main topic of the message, I figured I'll share it because I think it's good stuff. And I was talking to my wife and my brother about it two separate times, different times. So I was like, yeah, this is a good like conversation piece. But so worship, and so why do we do it? Like why do we even, like, why worship God? And the real simple answer is because he deserves it. He's worth it, right? And the description, or the illustration that I gave, is that like a painter, right? Like a masterful painter paints a masterpiece, right? And a masterpiece that we all appreciate, worth a lot of money, famous painting like Starry Nights. Vincent Van Gogh is the painter. Starry Night is the painting. And you know it. If you don't know it by name, you definitely know it when you see it. Starry Night. And it's a masterpiece, and we celebrate that, right? We celebrate the artist for painting that masterpiece, right? The master work, the master craftsmanship of the piece, the timelessness of the piece, is all attributed to the creator of the piece, the artist, right? So we give those types of people, artists, we give them credit and acknowledgement and celebration because they deserve it, right? We do that for inventors and discoverers. When if you discovered the internet, or you discovered electricity, that helps the whole world, right? And then I get into the comparison of having an iPhone, which I'm recording on right now. And it's the iPhone is like amazing, right? It's and yeah. So some people don't might not agree, but it is. It just is. The iPhone is an amazing invention, changed the world. In my opinion, I think it changed the world. And but we don't we give the creator of the iPhone credit, right? And the iPhone itself is an amazing invention, but it owes that credit and that glory and that acknowledgement and celebration to its creator, just based on the fact that it is such a great creation, right? So it owes that to the one that manufactured it, to the one that created it. The world is amazing, right? It's an amazing creation. It's mind-blowing stuff. We still haven't discovered everything that there is to discover on Earth itself. It's an amazing creation, but it owes credit and acknowledgement, celebration, glory to its creator. That's proper, right? And you are God's masterpiece. You're God's, of everything he created, you're the very best thing he created, right? Nothing else has his own image, bears his image. He made you in his image. He made us in his image. Sorry. He made us in his image, and we're his masterpiece. So, and he calls us his masterpiece. But since the fact that we are such an amazing creation, we owe credit and honor and glory to the one that created us, right? You don't glorify the thing, that the creation, right, over the creator. And that's where people get it confused when they say the universe, and they worship the universe and all this other stuff. Yeah, the universe is amazing. The stars are amazing. Like that, like it deserves the amount of attention and credit, because you marvel at it, right? It's wonderful, mysterious. But it owes, even the universe itself owes glory and it owes credit and acknowledgement to the one that created it. So just like you don't worship or celebrate the iPhone over the creator of the iPhone. Even the iPhone will tell you, no, yeah, thanks for that, but I have a maker. A calculator doesn't deserve to be celebrated more than the creator of the calculator. See how weird that is? It's proper, and that sounds too simple to people, but it is. That's the proper relationship between created and creator. The created or the creation owes the creator worship and glory and honor and acknowledgement, credit. It owes it to, and that's just the proper relationship. That's how you relate. That's how the created thing relates to the creator. And it is just, it gets too weird otherwise, right? So that's why we worship. There's other reasons why we worship. I probably might have to make a part 2 to this, because TikTok only gives me 10 minutes. But another reason that we worship is because it aligns us, right? It centers us. I call it what it does to our like fears and our anxieties and our worries and everything, and all the cares, all the emotions. It puts it in proper order, proper alignment. And it places our perspective on God, right? Which then puts everything else into the right category. So we see that our cares are small, our fears are small, everything is small compared to the God that we serve, right? That's proper alignment. That's why we worship, because it does that for us. I call it a significant. It gives us a significance perspective, right? Shows us how things how certain things are significant, important, and certain things are not. So as soon as we worship, we align ourselves to that, and then our perspective changes, and then our priorities change, right? Fears go down, everything else goes down, because we know that God is bigger than all that, right? Significance perspective. That's why we do it. Alignment.